All right, let's get the elephant out of the room. Josh, congratulations on your win this week. While I was set to destroy you and dismantle you, you happened to just come out in a squeak. It wasn't a very large margin that you beat me by, but we'll go ahead and say, good job, well done. I hope you enjoy a nice glass of Nancy Pelosi's tears tonight with your supper, as you have just represented the Trump Americans to a T, and now you are the hero. Congratulations, sir. I give you props. Now we can move on to the more important business. Instead of the squabbling and good job handshakes, everybody gets a trophy. All right. Now let's just dive right in, okay? I was 3 for 3 on my predictions last week. I'd like to improve that a little bit. Johnny Mac, I told you were going to get 99. You got 100. You showed me, but it was only by 1 point, so pretty close, right? Daryl, I have to say, you thought I lost my credibility. Well, how do you feel this week? First game that we will review for predictions is going to be Who's Your Daddy versus the Highland Celts. The Highland Celts showed out last week and defeated and dismantled their opponent. So, can I do it again this week? Because Donald also won against Bruce, which I predicted. However, this is going to be a very tight battle. I think that it's going to be very close all the way down to the wire. Players to look for: Edwards Hilaire for Donald and Devontae Adams for PC, as I believe that they are going to dismantle the Lions. And another person to look out for on each team would be Emmanuel Sanders, now that Michael Thomas is out with a high ankle sprain. Sorry, Aaron. And Juju Smith-Schuster, who I think is going to do very well against Denver, as he had a great week last week. My prediction for this game is going to be 132 to 126 in favor of PC. Ooh, we have a good one. Battle of the Tuna Buzz. I can see it now. Put it in lights. Put it in the paper. Everybody's going to want to watch this one. Maybe. Nah, probably won't. However, it is important to get a prediction now. We have the Barnstormers versus the French Boondogglers in Week 2 action. Are they going to talk about it on the Tuna Buzz show? I don't know. Tuna Buzz has made amends a little bit. They still haven't invited me back to the show yet, which I was a guest last year. Anyway, let's get right down to it. I believe that in this match, Josh Jacobs, who was the trade of the offseason that everybody mocked, it looks like Richard may actually have somebody. But the season is young. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, Richard. Anyway, Josh Jacobs will be one to look for as they take on New Orleans. New Orleans has a pretty tough defense. I have their defense, and it's going to be good. I promise you that. But I think that he will do quite well. And then I see we have Reed's team. We're looking at his team. Nobody's like, oh, they're outstanding. Saquon Barkley and Lamar Jackson are always lethal. I think Lamar Jackson will have a great game against Houston, and I think that Saquon will do a decent job. You have to look at Josh Allen as well, though, because he's going to do very well. This is going to be a very tight battle. Some of these games are just too close to call, but somebody has to do it, so I'll be that guy. I think that it's going to be 142 to 131 in favor of Richard. Sorry, Reed. Next on the docket, we have Yellowfin Tunas versus Breezus, King of the Drews. That's quite a little bit sacrilegious, but it's just fine, whatever. We're gonna go on with the scores. It's a funny name. We all say the humor, okay? Don't take my word for it. Everybody's laughing. Bruce's wide receivers of Tyreek Hill and Calvin Ridley did fantastic last week, and I think that they're going to do good this week. I like them better than DeAndre Hopkins and Sterling Shepard. With Michael Thomas out, Aaron's wide receiver core is not very exciting, if you'll put it that way. However, I think that Aaron's running backs are way above what Bruce has. This is going to be a tough game. Patrick Mahomes versus Russell Wilson, two great quarterbacks. I really think that it's going to come down to the wire. However, I'm going to give Aaron the slight edge, just so slight. Score of 127 to 122. Yes, our next match is Texas Titans versus the Fighting Billy Goats. We have a winner in Jonathan, who is 1-0, and a loser of the Texas Titans, which I called last week. Sorry there, John Mack. However, I do like Cooper Kupp quite a bit in this game against Philly. I also like AJ Green quite a bit. I think that he's the only one that's really worth starting with the Bengals offense right now. Other than Mixon is okay too, but AJ Green I think is always going to be solid as long as he's playing, of course. And then I look over at Jonathan's team and I'm just like, wowzers! We have McCaffrey, Metcalf, Snell, Kittle, Kyler Murray, Mostert, and I just think that this one's gonna get swept away. I don't think that Johnny Mac has a very strong chance. Trust me, Johnny Mac, I want to like your team a whole lot. This week is not for you. I'm gonna go 139 to 110 in favor of Tum Tum. Sorry, John Mac. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. That's what my old aim away message used to say. That was so insightful back in the day. Anyway, it's the battle against Tunavite Lives Matter and All Lives Matter, because let's talk about politics in fantasy football. I see here that Daryl has some good players. He's got Melvin Gordon, Julio Jones, T.Y. Hilton was okay last week. It's okay last week, but really, Dak Prescott, Jonathan Taylor, Melvin Gordon are going to be the highlights of his team, so I think that's a strength for him this week. And then you have All Lives Matter and Josh, who completely decimated me and made me piss myself. And his team's got Deshaun Watson, Ezekiel Elliott, Adam Thielen, Sammy Watkins. I do think Sammy Watkins is going to falter the rest of the season. He'll have a couple more high games, but I owned him last year, and that's what he does. So I hope you enjoyed it while you had it. And then McLaurin, he's great. I think Josh has a really great team. However, he's the underdog in this matchup against Tunavite Lives Matter. And I think that it's going to be much closer than what the predictions are. I'm going to take Josh at 118 versus Tunavite Lives Matter at 112. And that's my prediction. Now it's time to predict my game once again. I faltered quite badly last time, so this time let's put a little bit less bias and a little bit more analysis into it, shall we? I see here that I am projected to be the favorite against Dwayne. Fair enough, right? Okay, I like the matchup with Ben Roethlisberger better than I do with Matthew Stafford, with Galladay being out, which hurts my team. Stafford's just not as good as he could be, so I'll give him the slight edge there. I think my running backs are much better. Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara versus Kenyon Drake and Nick Chubb. I've got the advantage there. Both my receivers have injury designations, which I think they're going to play. However, he's got Mike Evans, who also has an injury designation. Wide receivers are getting hurt everywhere. What are we gonna do? But overall, looking at the team and looking at our schedules, listen, this is going to be a tight matchup. You really could call this one the battle of the best buds. Okay, let's not say that. However, I am going to look at this and think, I'm going to go with myself once again. Captain Insano's Bash Brigade, 122. Dwaynesville Sharknadoes, 114. And that's your predictions for the week. Good luck. And don't make me look bad. What was that? Excuse me? Can I help you? Ooh, yeah! Master Macho! Captain Insano! It's been a long time!